morning we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking a lot about East St. George, about the New Democratic Party. We're going to be talking about our plans, our hopes, our dreams, our aspirations for you. So,
And as always, it's a pleasure having you here. You celebrated a birthday recently. So again, happy birthday to you. And thank you so very much for the cake this morning. I mean, that cake was the baker, big up the baker for me, please, because
I
that
will.
cake was just mm,
It was
it was,
absolutely
yeah,
divine.
chocolate cake with chocolate frosting
And chocolate
chocolate
cheesecake.
cheesecake in the
Yeah,
middle. I mean, wow.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
But to Colin, I have to thank everybody who Friday was my birthday,
Right.
and I have been so overwhelmed by the outpouring of greetings on social media. And Colin, you made a post too. You brought tears to my eyes, man.
Oh, I could still do that.
Yeah.
I thought the last time I was able to do that was when we just after the
We hugged
elections.
outside
Yeah.
the town hall before going into the recount.
Yeah. I thought
Nah.
that was the last time I was able to make you cry.
No,
Okay.
you just got that touch that you tug at the heartstrings, and then that draws the tears.
Oh, don't make the ladies know.
I got to let them know because oh no, I forgot you're off limits now. Off the market. Off the
um.
market.
Yeah.
But on the weekend too, we had the mix and mingle
Hmm.
in Central Leeward. Our brother Conroy Huggins had a really wonderful event. The thing that I was most impressed with was the
Hmm.
outpouring of young people that were at that event. And, it speaks well, it augurs well for the future of the
Hmm.
New Democratic Party that,
Hmm.
the young people are there with us. They're at our events and they're having a good time and they're participating.
Right.
And that was a good thing. I had a good time at that event too.
Wonderful. And I think also on the line with us, we say good morning and welcome to the chairman of the party, the Honorable Daniel Cummins. Mr. Chairman, good morning. Welcome.
Very special good morning to you, Colin, and to my dear friend and next East St. George representative, Sister Lavon Velox.
Good
And of
morning.
course, to all the people of West Kingstown, very special greetings to you. I count it a privilege. Indeed, it is an honor to be able to represent all of the people of West Kingstown,
Mhm.
including those who are looking to be the opposing candidate. I mean, I accept a vote from everybody in West Kingstown. So, top of the day to everybody. Colin, I want to join in related happy birthday greetings to Sister Velox. I posted your Facebook happy birthday greetings to Sister Velox on my Facebook page, and that too received a lot of um,
Wow.
Mhm.
acknowledgments and agreements from people near and far. It shows how much Sister Velox is loved and appreciated by Vincentians in particular, the
Indeed.
ones
Thanks for
who have
that. I
known her.
appreciate it.
Yeah. And of course, everyone knows that we in West Kingstown are working very closely with East St. George, and we are seeing very good signs, and we're going to continue to make sure that when Parliament, the next Parliament comes into being, Sister Velox will be there as the representative of East St. George. So, and that won't be long from now. That clearly will not be long from now. But I want to again to commend her on the tremendous work that she continues to do in East St. George through very difficult circumstances and without resources. She's able to get a whole lot accomplished, and that really speaks of her commitment to the cause and the passion she has for the people of East St. George. But in West Kingston, Colin, after a long break, my vehicle was in the garage for more than 2 months. It's back on almost fully up, and we started back our walkabouts yesterday, and we're going to continue that for the rest of the week, other than Thursday, which obviously is a Parliament day. And we are really enjoying meeting and greeting the people. So wherever you are in West Kingston, like, you will be seeing me and my team in the days and weeks coming up. So it really it's a very special privilege for me. And I tell you something, I continue to meet people who say to me, well, you don't have to come here to visit me, I know. And I say to them, well, it is more than just politics. It is I need to know what is happening in my constituency. I need to know what the concerns are, what the needs are. I need to see how, even in opposition, we can find ways and means of assisting people regardless of their politics, because that is what it is about, improving the lives of our people. So again, I look forward to being on this program with you, Sister Avon, and possibly with the Fitz. Let me, Colin, at this early stage, though, apologize for the absence of the Honorable Terence Oliver of the Southern Grenadines,
Hmm.
and remind the listening public that Terence, like so many persons on Union Island, Canawan, and Mayo, suffered tremendous loss in his house and property there on Union Island. And on his own, is still struggling to effect some r- serious repairs, almost like building a new house, unassisted in by this so-called government, despite the fact that the gentleman who has been running 5 times and lost 5 times against him, his place in Ashton has been fixed by the government purportedly to be used for some public purpose. That was one of the first buildings on Union Island that was repaired by government funds, but without them even asking Terence Oliver if he has a place to sleep. And indeed had to sleep in his vehicle for many a week since the Hurricane Barry passed. So I want to just let the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines know what is happening. If you don't hear him, you know that he's not only trying to restore his own house, but he's busy trying to help so many other persons in the Southern Grenadines get back to some form of normalcy. Despite all the millions that have been approved by this parliament, we're seeing a trickle down effect, a slight trickle of the funds. And even here on the mainland, if I can judge by what is happening in West Kingston, so many of the people whose homes were destroyed have had to find the resources to do the repair on their own. And what is painful is that they are watching people who didn't get any damage from the storm get materials, get supplies, get houses rebuilt, and all of that. I mean, this kind of thing makes adds to the violence. It adds to the crime in our country. It is not nice for you to sit in your community and to know that the person next to you did not suffer any damage. But this government will take the resources of the state and give the supplies to them when your house is still gone, when the tarpaulin is flimsy tarpaulin that you got has long been ripped to pieces and is no longer serving a purpose. You can't get any assistance. Or if even they give you some assistance, they fall woefully short of what is required to get your house repaired. And you see people who don't deserve it, who don't qualify to get it. They're getting much more than they need. This kind of thing, Colin, Sister Avon, this has to stop. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not an estate of the Gonzalez's. It is not. It is taxpayers' money. It is the same money that is causing the debt of this country to go through the sky. And when people can take those resources and use them for their own partisan political objective, it is a crime of an extraordinary proportion, and it has to stop. It has to
Definitely.
stop.
Definitely. And if I can come in here, Terence Oliver is somebody that I know. And I have been, speaking with him over the last few months on a regular basis in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. And I can attest to the fact that Terence is one of our unsung heroes. He does not draw attention to himself.
Mhm.
He does what he does out of his heart, from the bottom of his heart for his people. Terence is one of those candidates who would sit down and do what he has to do to make sure his constituents are taken care of without even considering himself. And that, I think, is commendable. And that is the true essence of what a representative should be. What we are seeing from the other side is not this. What we are seeing is representation from people who only looking to get votes, not
Mhm.
people who care about the people who voted for them to represent them. Just people who they only need them for the vote. So they do whatever it takes, the little that it takes, as little as possible, to make sure that they maintain that vote going into the next election. Vincentians, we can do better than this.
Mhm.
Our votes are more valuable than that. We need representation from people who care about us. And I use this word all the time, who want to serve us. I use that word all the time because that's what we are there for. We are employed by the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we need to start to behave as the employees and not the employers.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I think that's a good starting point for us to lead into a lot of what needs to be discussed here in this country. There's seemingly a lot that is going on, but what we're seeing is a lot of bravado coming from this ULP administration in an effort to try and start winning people over. Again, as we know that come next year is going to be an election year in this country. Are we
Yes.
going to see a continuation of that, especially when it comes to a lot of the projects that we hear that they're planning to implement come next year?
But of course, because last Thursday I was out and about in East St. George in the company of Dr. Friday, and you know, it was just a horror story. We actually went first to the Lois Punnett home, to the site of the Lois Punnett home, formerly
Mhm.
that they call the poor home. And in 2023, $10 million was budgeted for the reconstruction of a facility for our geriatrics, as they call them, because
Mhm.
it was determined that what was there before was inadequate, not in a civilized country. All of that was said.
Mhm.
But what we met there was a pile of rubble.
Mhm.
These people are still housed at what was formerly the nurses' hostel at New Montrose. As a matter of fact, they were taken from their last election to go and vote. So they've been there a while. What is happening with that project? We yet to find out these things. And I guess that's a question for us to ask in the parliament, because it turned up in budget 2023. Then comes budget 2024. We visited that project in Junction. They call it the Maya Suites project, but that
Mhm.
area is called Junction. And there is that bridge that has been in a state of disrepair for many years.
Right.
And it is on the highway into Kingstown, out
Mhm.
of
A
Kingstown.
very busy location.
It so happens that we arrived there at rush hour. There was not a worker in place, not even the people who have
Direct the traffic.
the stop and go signs.
Mhm.
They were not there either. So it was a mass of confusion, and it was chaotic. And in my opinion, this is a priority project, being on the highway,
Right.
that needs to be dealt with expeditiously. It needs to be treated with the seriousness it deserves,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, it is a busy highway. Traffic needs to flow freely
Mhm.
most of the time. There's also a supermarket close by that adds to the chaos with people wanting to enter and exit.
Sister Lavon, just permit me
Sure,
to jump in here, please, because you are on a point that really we have to amplify. In a regular, civilized society where the government is serious, road repairs of that kind will be done in the shortest possible time.
definitely.
The road will be declared a single lane area. You will have lighting. You will have work going on in the evening. You'll have work going on the weekend. And within a maximum space of 2 weeks, that work will be knocked out. Because it is, as you said, it's not a by road.
Nope.
It's not a side road. It's the main highway in the middle of housing, in the middle of shopping, in the middle of the hotel, in the corner there, and you cannot pass to and from the airport at Argyle without going through that area there. But that small, and I want our listeners to understand, we are not talking about a few hundred yards of road. We are talking about a bridge, a small area,
Very small.
a very a very small area. And the ULP has this annoying habit. When there is a broken embankment, they put oil drums on the road and they paint them red.
Yep.
They paint them red, just as the ULP is a danger to this country. And they leave them there for years, as an annoyance. In the night, they are not lighted. And so, how accidents don't happen is just a miracle. But that is an area that the New Democratic Party would stamp out once and for all. Under NDP, this rubbish never used to happen because the ministers of work successively in the New Democratic Party, people like Jeremiah Scott and engineer Glenn Short and others, I mean, these nonsense could not be permitted. Those things would be given the level of seriousness and attention that they require, and the motorists can drive in safety. So, Madam Deputy Chair, you are right on target, and you are highlighting, in my mind, an area of significant grievance,
Yes.
which our NDP government will resolve once and for all. Thank you for that.
So I'm taking this opportunity to call on the contractor, the area representative, and the government as a whole to deal with this area expeditiously. Let us get this project to completion so that motorists and pedestrians, because I understand they're putting on a floating sidewalk on it, can get to wherever their destinations are in a timely manner. Because when they have to stop to allow traffic to pass, it's a time waster for them, for a lot of people, especially business people trying to get on with their lives. So that is one of the places we went to. And this was one of the places mentioned in Budget 2024, hailed by the rep, who is also the finance minister, as an East St. George budget. Then I have to revisit the boardwalk because I went down there the other day. I know that there's a video on social media with my visit down there. I think it got about 80 something thousand views, which is a good thing. So it means that I have drawn attention to it.
Right.
And I understand that a contract has now been signed. And I just want to tell the people of Eastern George that this is long overdue because that area was hailed as treacherous. Now, if something is treacherous, then priority should also be given to it. You agree? You agree with that, right, Mr. Cummins?
Absolutely.
Because we're
Absolutely.
talking about people's safety. Just last week, I was walking along the main road and I met two tourists, two females. They said they were dropped off at the Young Island dock, and they wanted to get to the beach, and they were asking how to get to the beach. And I said to them, I think you should just go down this road, which is the road to Sunset Shores Hotel, and ask them, please, if they can allow you to walk through their property to get there. And this is what we have to live with, that there is no access because that boardwalk is in a state of disrepair. It needs to be rebuilt completely. And people might think it's a trivial thing, but it's not. Villa Beach is one of the few white sand beaches on mainland St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is very popular with tourists, and it is also very popular with locals. Now, the week before I went down there, and I saw that the tourists were being brought in from the boat on smaller speedboats, and then they get to the sand, and somebody either has to help them to jump off the boat, or not all the boats had a facility for them to step down on. Right. Yeah. So some of them had to be literally, thrown over the side. And, that is unacceptable. We have to do better than this. We're talking about tourism, and we are talking about the latest thing I heard is that the Minister of Tourism is trying to employ somebody from Barbados at an exorbitant salary to promote our tourism. But what are we promoting? If the boardwalk at Villa, is not fixed, and so many of our tourist sites, places, Mr. Chairman, in your constituency, Fort Charlotte, big tourist site, closed off because
that's not a tourist site. That's a disaster site.
Exactly. So, if we're not dealing with the sites, why are we going to pay money to promote tourism and exorbitant amounts of money? I think it was somewhere like $20,000. I'm not sure, but I think that was what was being quoted. I mean, is that something that
it just speaks of how they view tourism in this country? It's just something that they talk about, but they're not serious about at all.
Unfortunately, tourism is one of our 4 pillars of the economy, and we are going to take tourism very seriously. It means that we have a lot of work to do because this government is not treating tourism with the seriousness it deserves.
At all.
We are not doing that. If all of our jetties are in a state of disrepair, our roads are in a state of disrepair, everything. You drive, Queen's Drive has some historic importance. I think that's where Queen Elizabeth drove when she came to St. Vincent. So it's so named Queen's Drive. When you're going around there, I mean, there's just a narrow piece of road because there's bush converging from both sides. We have to do better than this. Not because it's not on the highway, but even the highway is not being taken care of. You still need to clean up our country. And Queen's Drive has some of the best views in St. Vincent. From Queen's Drive coming into Kingston. Some of the best views. It's a really scenic place. So what are we going to do with that? And then we could talk about the Glamorgan Enhams Glamorgan Road. I tried to go up there on Friday, but unfortunately for me, I wasn't in a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so I had to turn back. That road has been ongoing since before elections 2020, and it's still in a deplorable condition, almost unmotorable. I mean, the people of East St. George are being treated with scant regard and gross disrespect by this government. They are, you would not believe that this is a constituency that the government holds. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe that the way it's being treated. It's like if we have no representation at all.
In the way they function. Yeah.
But you know what? Election is coming.
I was going to ask that question now. Then we see clearly all the promises, all the false start projects, then where does the government, where does the ULP administration priority seem to lie then? If it's not about infrastructural development as they like to brag, because we've seen time and time again, all kind of groundbreaking, all kind of projects started, but then they have stalled. So where's their priority?
But you know, all of this
Colin,
groundbreaking and all of that, it's just to pull wool over the people's eyes, you know.
Hmm,
They have, to me, this government has a one track mind. It's all about winning the next election.
hmm,
So, but they don't care what happens for the first 4.5 years, so to speak, or
hmm.
4 years of the term. But when the last year comes, then is when they start to give this and give that and do this and do that.
Right.
But this is not good enough. This is also disrespect, because
absolutely.
meanwhile people have to live with the degradation and all of that in the constituency, and then as soon as election is coming, they get taken care of. That is not what the people need. That is
Hmm,
not what they expect. That is not what they deserve. They deserve a government who takes care of them 365 days a year, every single year they are in office. You cannot do everything at the same time, but you can do these projects strategically by priority, and eventually you'll get them all done
And done properly.
and done
Colin,
properly.
if I may just piggyback on Ravon's presentation to refer to what's happening in or what's not happening in West Kingstown on a similar project, the road in, into Edinburgh Otley Hall and linking with the important Fort Charlotte project. Um, I really find it difficult to find words to describe the madness that is taking place on that piece of road. I mentioned last time that they have finally surfaced the piece leading from the hospital to the top of the hill just past my office there beyond the cemetery. Colin, you wouldn't believe that these people found it necessary to go and dig again into the gravel that had been laid adjacent to the drain on the right hand side, just at the crown of the hill. Excavated a deep trench, only to have the rains come and wash out all of that material onto the just finished road and still being washed out. But even more vexing, when you go on beyond that road, there's a junction where you can go down to the Catholic Pastoral Center into Lower Edinburgh or continue up to Mid Road, etc. They have gone as they have been doing before, and they have excavated a bank over 15 feet deep on the side of the road, right around the corner in the middle of the rainy season, and they're allowing traffic to flow on that moistened road. And everybody knows they didn't excavate an area of 10 yards. It's nearly 100 yards. They have excavated the side of the bank, digging deep, narrowing the road, and allowing traffic to flow on the water soaked road. It is a disaster waiting to happen for that road to collapse and some unfortunate person to be driving on it. Why, for one thing, they have to excavate so much of the road at the same time when everybody knows it takes them 2 years to build the retaining wall necessary to support that road? And they've not taken any effort to speak with traffic to put the necessary demarcation to allow for single lane use of that road on the most stable side, so that at times you have two vehicles on that road and one hanging heavily on the edge that is excavated and overhanging a cliff. I mean, it's as if they just don't care about the people of this country. It is as if no engineering input at all is put into these projects. It's as if nobody cares, nobody supervises. The contractors are allowed to do whatever they do when they want to do it. And I don't know uh, who these people are, but clearly, when you listen to them speak, you realize they're not Vincentians. They speak a foreign language. But nobody seems to be directing that they do this work in the interest of the people of this country. And I want to use this opportunity to warn this government, to warn this so-called government, that should a tragedy occur on that piece of road affecting any of the people of West Kingston or any visitor, I, Daniel Cummins, will hold them singularly responsible for those people's lives. Because, I say again, you don't have to be an engineer to understand what is taking place there is reckless endangerment of the lives of the people of this country. And I call on the authorities, including the traffic department, to intervene quickly to save lives. Because Daniel Cummins will not leave any stone unturned in making sure these people are held accountable for any tragedy that occurs. This madness must stop. We've waited so long to get this road built. We're so anxious to have a proper road. You see tourists walking from the cruise ship amidst all of this madness with heavy equipment going backward and forward, mud, and the dangerous embankment without any sign. You see locals walking and driving, and nothing is being done to look at the safety of road users and pedestrians. And everybody knows that that piece of work would take a very long time. Something is dreadfully wrong in the state of this country. We cannot allow this.
Yes.
Again, I appeal to the powers that be to act and to act swiftly before we have a catastrophe on our hands on that project in my own constituency. Thank you.
Yes. And I'm not done yet. I visited Fair Hall last week. I went to the top and I walked right down to that area, close to that area that merges with Glen. And there was so much water damage in that area in the aftermath of the rains. A lot of bank sites came down and a lot of water was diverted and, caused a lot of damage in people's yards. And so I just wanted to say that to the people in that area, that my heart goes out to you all because I understand, I saw what was happening. And the thing that irked me was that some of them were saying that they were told, you know, y'all didn't vote for us. So, whether people vote for you or not, you are the representative for the whole constituency. The government is the government for the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When something is not right, when it needs fixing, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility. Then
Indeed.
I come to Caliaqua, the town of East St. George, and the project that's going on there. That I had my very good friend Daniel Cummings ask a question in the parliament, and we discovered, incidentally, happy birthday to that project because it's now a year old. And it was supposed to be a six month project. It's now a year old with no end in sight. We were told that it's going to be completed in February. I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one.
Which
But
February?
I said I'm keeping my fingers crossed, sir.
Oh,
It's supposed to be February 2025. That's next year. And as you know, this government has been in office, almost a quarter of a century. So we we wait to see what will happen with that. But the most telling thing is that $2.2 million was what was initially budgeted for that project. It is now at estimated to be $5.5 million. That, if my math serves me right, that's like 150% over the original cost. And what they're saying, the additions, I'm not, the maths is not mathsing. Let's put it like that, because that is just a crazy amount of money they're talking about on that project. The other thing is it caused quite a bit of, between that and the river, caused quite a bit of flooding in Calico recently, and these rains seem not to be letting up.
Mm-hmm.
The river has been cleared, and at least now you could see the bottom of it. But while they were cleaning the river, taking out the debris and, removing all this stuff so that the water can flow, a lot of stuff was dropped on the bridge itself, and it's still there. And I'm appealing to the town warden, please, it is unsightly. It is our town. We need to get it cleaned up, because, of course, people coming from our airport pass there. To get to most of the hotels in St. Vincent, they have to pass there. Come on. It's not just about the hotel grounds and the airport. It's everything in between too. So we need to keep St. Vincent and the Grenadines clean and tidy, because you never know when tourists come and they decide to take a walk, where they're going to end up and what they're going to see. We need to keep our country clean.
And in addition to that, when the rains come, that material is simply going to be washed back into the
sea.
drain.
And
so it is important that they clean it up properly.
Yes. And a lot of stuff went into the sea. I saw stoves and fridges and other things just floating, going down into the sea. And I'm hoping that at some point in time, people will volunteer, or they'll get a diving expedition to go down there and just remove them, because it's not good for our the environment and our marine life
at all.
All right. Well, it's 11:30 here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think it's a good time for us to take the first commercial break, and we will come back with more here on the Newtimes program. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We take the break, and we come back after these messages.
This Saturday, all roads lead to Hollywood Shops for the final Central Kingstown Season of Reason meeting for the year. Come here from the Kingstown Trio. Solid as a rock. The Honorable Daniel Cummins, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, and from Central Kingstown, Major the Honorable Sinclair Leacock. Solid as a rock. Along with President of the NDP himself, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, alongside the NDP's PRO, Laverne King, and the Central Kingstown locals, Igel, Kenny, and Mr. P, along with your chairman, Bert Francois. And it's not just about speeches. Enjoy free barbecue wings, plus Carmen's famous Morby, Ginger Bear, and Sorrel. It's all happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Hollywood Shops. Let's close out the year with a bang. Merry Christmas from the Central Kingstown team.
I love it's as solid as a rock. I can't stop. The West Kingstown Constituency Division and the Honorable Daniel Cummings present an exciting raffle this December 7th at the President's Dinner. Win amazing prizes, including first prize, a stunning 65-inch smart TV. Second prize, a luxurious weekend for two in Mesquite. Third prize, a brand new iPhone. Fourth prize, a bountiful food hamper. And that's not all. There are several consolation prizes to be won. Tickets are just $5 each, or get a book of 5 for only $20. Purchase your tickets from West Kingstown constituency members or at any constituency office. Don't miss your chance to win big this December 7th. Get your tickets now.
It's bingo! Join the new Democratic Party East Kingstown Constituency Division on Friday, December 6, 2024 at Victoria Park in Kingstown. It all starts from 8 p.m. Come and play your bingo and stand the chance to win a whopping jackpot of $5,000. There's also 9 other games of $300 each. Your Tickets are only $10. Tickets can be had at the following locations: the East Kingstown Constituency Office. Call 497-3489 or 454-2020. You can also get your tickets from any member of the Constituency Division Executive or the NDP Secretariat Headquarters in Kingstown. Be a part of this massive bingo at the Victoria Park on Friday, December 6, 2024.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Christmas in this year.
Can I have this? We have an extra $400 from Flow. You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to 10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmasing with free groceries from Flow, plus a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow. Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good, that good. When you shop at Massy Stores, that good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
What time it is?
Christmas time.
Surely, Christmas is a time of healing. And what better time it is for cleaning? So this Christmas, Vinci Clean is here to help with dusting, wiping, bathrooms and bedrooms, kitchen, dining, in fact, for all kinds of floor, new and old. Call now and book early for all your Christmas cleaning. It's Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean. Telephone 431-1360, 492-0586 or 4571649 and have a Vinci Clean Christmas.
I say we know it's Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Beryl, an early hurricane of unprecedented intensity, is fresh in our memory. The International Panel on Climate Change predicts for 2024 and beyond increased severity of weather and hurricanes due to global warming. Be smart, plan ahead. We can take steps ourselves to minimize loss and suffering from these threats. At Lanes, we have the necessary products, flashlights, water tanks, generators, water pumps, and more that you should have to provide you with safety and comfort. Whether building a new or reinforcing existing structures, Lanes can provide both product and specialty consultation advice at our Home Vision department. Protect your family and protect your home. Lanes, 784-456-1411.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in 1. Hop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
Looking for the best in trends and fashion? Then come on up to Sally's Step Up Boutique, located in Richland Park, upstairs the Muncie Supermarket, opposite the Richland Park Cemetery. Sally's Step Up Boutique carries a wide range of outfits for every occasion for men, women, and children. The prices are affordable, but guess what? If you step into Sally's Step Up Boutique and you cannot purchase an item at the same time, you can ask for the layaway plan. Remember, the place to shop for any occasion is Sally's Step Up Boutique in Richland Park. And that's not all. Sally's Step Up Boutique also carries back to school supplies. Contact us at telephone numbers 526-8063 or 526-4989. You can also find us on Instagram. So step into Sally's Step Up Boutique and we'll take care of all of your needs. Step up, step in, and let us transform your lives.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan, and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Grace and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent John, a supermarket for you and me.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come knee in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood with no attack and build the ark. I said, bye, call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals and keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare Sanitary Disposal Systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York, burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent, and likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York. Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
The West Kingstown Constituency Division and the Honorable Daniel Cummings present an exciting raffle this December 7th at the President's Dinner. Win amazing prizes including first prize, a stunning 65-inch smart TV, second prize, a luxurious weekend for two in Mesquite, third prize, a brand new iPhone, fourth prize, a bountiful food hamper. And that's not all. There are several consolation prizes to be won. Tickets are just $5 each, or get a book of 5 for only $20. Purchase your tickets from West Kingstown constituency members or at any constituency office. Don't miss your chance to win big this December 7th. Get your tickets now.
It's bingo! Join the new Democratic Party East Kingstown Constituency Division on Friday, December 6, 2024 at Victoria Park in Kingstown. It all starts from 8 p.m. Come and play your bingo and stand the chance to win a whopping jackpot of $5,000. There's also 9 other games of $300 each. Your tickets are only $10. Tickets can be had at the following locations: the East Kingstown Constituency Office. Call 497-3489 or 454-2020. You can also get your tickets from any member of the Constituency Division Executive or the NDP Secretariat Headquarters in Kingstown. Be a part of this massive bingo at the Victoria Park on Friday, December 6, 2024.
My love, it's as solid as a rock.
This Saturday, all roads lead to Hollywood Shops for the final Central Kingstown Season of Reason meeting for the year. Come here from the Kingstown Trio.
Solid as a rock.
The Honorable Daniel Cummins, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, and from Central Kingstown, Major the Honorable Sinclair Leacock.
Solid as a rock.
Along with President of the NDP himself, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. Alongside the NDP's PRO, Laverne King, and the Central Kingstown locals, Igel, Kenny, and Mr. P. Along with your chairman, Bert Francois. And it's not just about speeches. Enjoy free barbecue wings, plus Carmen's famous Mobby, Ginger Bear, and Sorrel. It's all happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Hollywood Shops. Let's close out the year with a bang. Merry Christmas from the Central Kingstown team.
I love it's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
The North Windward Young Dams says it's time for another barbecue and after party going down this Friday, November 29th from 11 a.m. until. Grab your chicken for $15, fish and pork $20 per plate. Caribbean's going 3 for 10. It all goes down at Senator Siobhan John Office Building in Georgetown. Music by DJ Domo and DJ Puncture. This Friday, we're heading to Georgetown for the North Windward Young Dams barbecue and after party. Be there. Brought to you by Carib. It's the way we play.
We wish you a Irie Christmas. Oh, year and New Year's are just the same. Christmas on a broke pocket day. We wish you a Irie Christmas. We wish you a Irie Christmas. We wish you a Irie Christmas and a dance all New Year. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. And a dance all New Year. We skank and rock it to the rhythm. We rock and we rock at the rhythm. We scrub and we rub and we the wise. And a happy dance. We bring you a Irish Christmas. We bring you a Irish Christmas. We bring you a Irish Christmas. And a dance all New Year. You love up, you rub up on a Christmas. You rub up, you scrub up on a Christmas. You rub up and you dub up on a Christmas. And a dance all New Year. We wish you merry, 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 merry Iceman.
10 minutes away from the 12 o'clock hour here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We welcome you back to the Newtimes program, ladies and gentlemen. We're pretty much into the Christmas season. Already persons are putting themselves in that Christmas mood. I mean, you feeling the Christmas mood, Mrs. Velox?
Not really, not Colin. And I am usually a Christmas buff. And if I tell you I've not even set up fruits for my cake, you know I'm not feeling it at all.
I mean, we always get the licks to say that, you know, NDP always want to bring this doom and gloom kind of vibe over the country. But do you get a sense that there is this, you know, this heaviness that has been over the country for a while, and it has been slowly impacting the Christmas season, not just last year, but the year before, and even this year, that the Christmas spirit is not there because of the heaviness in this country?
Let's put it like this. The people are not happy. We are not happy. We do not have a government that is catering to our happiness, and we therefore cannot transfer that to the Christmas season. It's just down. Everything is just down. Only prices are up though.
All right, I think we have a caller on the line. Let's take this caller and let's see who we have. Caller, hello, welcome to the program.
Good day.
Good day, welcome.
Yeah, Colin, blessed program, man.
Thank you.
But Colin, you realize, right? Since the government gained power, they have not do nothing at all in Atihal. Nothing. Nothing completely. Since the government gained power, I have never got to work from the government.
Well, we have Chairman Cummins on the line too as well from West Kingstown, and I mean, I'm pretty certain that he may understand where you're coming from too as well.
The road going down to Modigota, the road going to Modigota in a devastated mess. Devastated mess. I don't tell you a mess. Let's say something for happen in Camden Park. See, there's something at the road black. How many people can go to Camden Park to come down?
They don't care.
Tell me how. It has people and all in Atihal who live in areas where there is no complete road. Let's say the house get a fire, and let's say the second have to go emergency. You know this since the 5 years, we have never seen the representative for the ULP party in Atihal. Never. So she getting paid for. What she getting paid for just sit down in the office every day and just talk? These people wasting time. These people wasting time, precious time. Poor people time who they live in off and spending poor people money, guys. It's NIS money again and tax money. We're feeding them. And the money where they're borrowing from foreigners, half of that money in doing the project where they borrow the money for do. And it's really sad. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. I know Mr. Cummins is doing his best. I know because he does job regular and it's not much he can do. But man, I feel for these people, trust me.
Well, clearly the frustration is all around.
But I can say to him that once Mr. Cummins forms part of a new Democratic Party government, you'll see changes and real changes, not artificial changes, real changes.
All right. So we welcome you back after the commercial break. And of course, the phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Please feel free to call and to engage and interact here with us on the Newtimes program. Our candidates love to hear from you. You can call us 456-5967. That's 456-5967. You can call us live in the studio. If you don't want to call us, you want to send us a message via the WhatsApp, you can do that. The number is 498-3802. That's 498-3802. Love to hear from you in the diaspora too as well. You are a vital part of the development here in this country, so we love to hear from you and your contribution. You can reach out to us via the Magic Jack number. That number is 718-734-5615. That's 718-734-5615. We have a call coming in, so let's go to the phone lines. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning, Colin.
Good day. Yes, welcome.
Yes, I'm calling also from West Kingston.
Mm.
It have an area that we live over here in Otley Hall area, but you call it the middle road.
Mm-hmm.
If you see the road coming in there, Colin.
Yes.
Mr. Cummins could tell you about it.
It's horrible.
We the members in here who have vehicle, we come together and we did a little piece. And below that area that we fix, if you see it, there is 4 low-income houses on that part. Because they did 15 at first, 11 below, and 4 up top. That was the first of the house they built. And they have not maintained that road. As the caller said, since ULP had gone into office, this road had never been fixed. The last time it was going to be fixed was in 2001 with Mr. Hahn, and then they were voted out of office. It had never been fixed. If you see the road, it costing people money because you have to buy. I have a niece have a vehicle, and she have to be buying tires all the time.
Yep.
The road Mr. Cummins speak about coming from, I always put it up on Facebook. Because what they did, I even said to people, come, anybody have sense, come and see that piece of road. It don't make no sense. You dig out the road. You had a drain there. That is from the part by the school gap going wrong to the corner before you could see the cemetery. That area was there. They put some little thing like a drain and they realized it wasn't working. They dig it out. Now, when the rain comes, it's getting worse because it's eroding. So if you're coming down there, you have to be careful. Otherwise, the vehicle could slip and end up in the drain. The drain hasn't been finished. No work is going on right now. They dig a piece and a tractor always there. So they come around that corner, they know it's like a 1 lane. It don't make any sense. We don't know when that road started before the election in 2020. 2 times I put it up on Facebook and I saw they fix the centerpiece and going like close to Mr. Cummins' area. And then after I put it up again, it's like another 2 weeks, they fix the part going straight back to the gas station. The piece coming into Edinburgh now from the corner, it is still there. And it's getting worse because you could see where the water is making gutter now coming to the road where they haven't been fixed.
Correct.
It is terrible.
Correct.
It is terrible. And it's only who feels it knows it. We live in Edinburgh. We have to come in here. As I said, my niece have a vehicle. Sometimes you come in the middle road and you hear boom, boom, because it's putting on the stones because you have to go down and gutter, come back out, go down and gutter. Right by next to the guy Razor with us calling on the station and Terry and with the foolishness. Right in that area, everything is terrible. And it's getting from bad to worse. It's definitely, I even feel like I have to go into Nebraska and ask somebody to come and throw some Barbara Green to help us out because it is terrible. When I tell it's terrible, Colin, Mr. Cummins, it's terrible. It is terrible.
Is this, how do we take this? As neglect or political spite?
I think it's political spite, to be honest. Because you must look at it, well, nobody voted for me over there, we didn't win over there. But you can't look at that because I remember under James Mitchell government, and whether you win, once you win your seat, now when you win your seat, you was getting money for your constituency. He wasn't looking for who didn't vote and who didn't sing. Everybody was getting money. But now it's like those who win ain't getting nothing, so they can't do anything to help. They cannot do anything to help, so we can't blame them. And I said it's a lot of waste of money because that same piece of road going around the same area what we just called Cemetery Corner Day by this guy you see me and used to be thing. That you know much time water wash away the stuff and that's waste of money. You keep washing it because you grade it down, you flatten it down, you leave it there, but still you're not doing it. It don't make no sense. I am telling you, I am fed up. Because my niece, a couple times she go, her tire air down when she check it, is either a screw in it, is either a nail in it or something or the other. You have to be buying new tires. You have to be fixing your vehicle. They recently raised the money from I think it's 6 something to 708, from $650 to $780. Lights and everything gone up. That money is supposed to be money to fix the road, because that is taxi money paid there, transportation money. That's how it's supposed to be. But where the money going, nobody knows. Nobody knows. I mean, it's hard. It is hard. And I reach a point, like as I said, I am just fed up. I am fed up. Mr. Cummins know who's talking, you know. He know me very, very, very well. I am telling you, I am so fed up. And I can't wait for this government to get out of office. I can't wait. I am tired. I just tell the people and them, the young people who don't know how politics used to be. I said, this is not. All they talking about Labour government, Cheto must be turning over in the grave.
Amen.
Because it was never like this. Years gone by, when NDP win our PPP, you go down the way they celebrate, you come back home. You can't, if the ULP lose an election now, you can't go down the road. Because the vengeance that they're going to have in them, you don't know what they will do. Because they don't want to leave office. They don't want to leave office. And I remember a certain individual told me that, he said, sweetheart, we can't move that man, you know. It's God that can move him for us. And I'm praying and asking God, how long are you going to leave us in this? Because it's too much. A lot of people is suffering. And I just tell people, I don't care who party is there. Until my people and my country is doing well, and the country is doing well, I am good.
Well said.
I am good. But then you can't tell me some is living and some is suffering. What kind of love? What kind of unity you're talking about? Where is the unity? It is not there. It is not there. But God say he don't give us more than we can bear.
That's right.
So when the time is right, we will get what we deserve.
Correct.
We deserve much better. We deserve much, much better. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
It is ridiculous.
All
so
right.
you all have a blessed day, and I will continue listening.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so very much for that.
Care. All right.
Colin, I want to thank that caller for being very spot on. You know, the situation in West Kingston is very depressing. It's as if nobody cares. All the things they're doing now is if they deliberate is fighting the people of this constituency and wasting good money. That's it. That's the sad thing about it. Money that we have to pay for. Borrowed money.
All right. We have another call coming in. Let's take this call. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program. All right. Let's try that again. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Velas, and good morning, Mr. Cummings.
Good morning.
Well, Ms. Velas, I was surprised that you said the road repairing at Caliaqua is now a year old.
It is.
And it's overrun by 100%?
150.
150%?
Yes.
That is ridiculous. You know, what are they doing? They're making fudge. Huh? You know, when they making fudge, you have salt in thickness. Huh? It's like they're making fudge with this road. Huh? And here, you know, like, I don't know if government have engineers, but what they always set out to do, it doesn't seem right. Huh? And then in Mr. Cummins' area, Mr. Cummins, there's a road called Avenue. What with the city? Yes. How long they have been doing that road?
Well, they see them doing some now, working on it. I'm hoping that somehow they will make it drivable soon. But and you know the important link road that link the bottom to the middle. Since in John Horn's time that was started and they abandoned it, I see them putting some material there. I'm very hopeful that they will eventually link that road so that in Edinburgh the fans will be able to make the loop and will be able to take people exactly where they want to go. That should have been in place a long time ago since René Batiste was there.
Yeah, but Mr. Cummins, it seems like they have a strategy. Remember the city study us, in that they will come and pretend to do in a road, and that alone will keep you, mellow you. You understand what I mean? Because that's where they seem the starting things are not finishing. Even though you see, where you have your office now, they did must see before you reach the corner, they did back at you before you reach the corner, and that was on Facebook, and a former representative for that constituency, Mr. Cummins, the really base face, came on Facebook and congratulated with congratulatory remarks for that piece of road. And that same representative, I always remember, I don't know the place, but every election, that person used to go at body gutter and throw material to build that road. Wasn't so, Mr. Cummins?
Yes, that is so. That's the same.
Every election, that person will, yes, building material for road will go at body gutter. And it never complete. And I surprised. I hear somebody say body gutter ain't finished.
Yeah, that is correct.
And that is ridiculous.
That is
so
correct.
what are they doing?
Trying to fool people again.
And I don't believe it, as people will say, because the area ain't vote for them. It's lack of money. I don't think they have the money to do it. Because one of the road project they're doing, they say they got money from Taiwan. And the project is what, and I forget what it seems. But it seemed to me like they're starting halfway, half, they're not finishing. So Ms. Minister Calico, people are saying.
Well, they're talking, but apart from everything else, some people's yards now are below the road, so they have to deal with flooding. And then they raise some sidewalks that people have no privacy. You walking along the road, you see it straight into people's houses. I mean, it's just a whole set of nonsense that's going on. And that project has the most engineers I've ever seen on any one project in St. Vincent. I just don't understand it.
Well, like they need to get some foreign engineer. The local one now working on know what they're doing.
But there are people in Calico who have knowledge
of what should be done.
Exactly. But they're not listening to them, and they did not consult with the people before this project started. And I think that was one of the grave mistakes that they made.
Yeah, I was surprised. I went out there one time. I said, wait, the whole of Braxton out there? Look at work, hoping that, well, yes, it's okay. But when I look at the level of the road, the amount of padding.
Yes.
Like, I won't say above sea level, what it is. I don't understand. I say, Lord, no, when this water, where the water, I hope that proper drainage and what's not to collect this water. But you see, the people should rebel and ask what is happening. You know that? When things like this happen, you ask the authority what is happening. Well, you don't leave them, and then when they don't do the faulty, whatever it is, you make nice.
I know for sure that somebody tried to mobilize the people in Calico, to come together. They even paid for the Anglican Pastoral Center out there to hold the meeting, to host the meeting, and very few people turned up. So it really was not sufficient to create dialogue and an impact in the area.
You see, people are so fearful too.
Well, that is a big part of it.
People,
but they didn't realize that it was for their own benefit.
Things like that. Because in other area, you hear the community will come out with the placard and ask what is happening.
Exactly.
Something.
And it wasn't a political party that called it. It was a private citizen who was concerned about the area, who lives in the area, who initiated it, and nothing ever came of it. It's unfortunate.
That to take what they get.
Yes, that fair.
And it is like it's no ending.
Yes. Well, they say February, so like I said, we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Now, before I go, Mr. Cummins, is the World Bank. Was the World Bank getting the money for the hospital?
We were,
yeah.
We were getting it, but they canceled that.
They canceled it and they went to Taiwan. Now, Mr. Cummins, the World Bank gave them advice. The World Bank tell the government you cannot operate two hospitals. They told them so.
Correct.
You cannot. So why they want to keep the Milton? They want to build a general hospital. The World Bank told them so. No, staffing will be a problem. Well, you see, it's a little down to a beggar country. We put it that way. So every minute we have to run to them.
Yeah.
And nobody taking heed.
It's about creating jobs for people, not about meeting the needs of the people of this country.
So what happened? These projects gonna draw people to them? We have to educate our people. These projects, they can't draw people to them because people should set up by now knowing these projects they start and they don't finish. They take long to complete and all them things.
Oh, the people are listening there.
And,
Where am I there? We have to
and
keep
Mr. Cummins for years now, budget is overdue, right? He will like to have budget in December, and I'm keeping my finger crossed that it happens. Okay.
Not going to happen again.
And remember, tell him it's 1.5 budget he have to have because he didn't finish one, so you have to have one. It's 1.5 budget.
They ran away.
I wonder you gonna get figures this time, boy. Yeah, so they're hoping to have budget in December. Yeah, but when NDP was there, budget was always on time. Always on time. This one stretched to the mark. There's something going to February. That is not competence. That's incompetence. Okay, well, before I leave, Ms. Velox, yes, keep focusing on the positive. You are right there, Mr. Cummings. Have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. I love the calls. I love the interaction. I love the positivity that I am hearing from persons. It seemed like as we get ready to jump into next year, the anticipation of what is to come next year and the way forward with the New Democratic Party is resonating with people.
People are hyped. They're hyped.
All right. We have another call coming in. Let's take this one. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good day.
Good day. Welcome.
Everyone in the studio there. I'd like to ask, is it good to use solar system? I don't know if it's worth it to use, harvest energy from the solar system. I just asking that question because, I understand Ben like is saying last month fuel surcharge was 52 cents. This month it went up to 61 cents. So I'm saying if you're concerned about people, I mean, we're living in a region where it's about 100% sunlight, and the technology of solar system has grown so much. I'm wondering if it's really worth it to do that, because if it's worth it, why isn't VINLEC investing in a solar plant and harvesting that energy to reduce costs and to ease the squeeze of Vincent? I just don't understand that. I don't understand it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I think the caller is raising a very, very valid question. Even at the point where VINLEC has installed solar panels, they are doing it in a manner that is questionable. If you're going to, in a country like ours where land is such a premium, you're taking solar panels and putting them down on the ground where the grass can grow on them and you have to maintain them for moss and all of that. When even at the major project like the Argyle Airport, you refuse, no matter how I urge them, to put these panels on the roof of the airport, which has a huge roof area. They totally rejected it. So they're not interested in reducing the cost of electricity to customers. No, they're not.
All right, we have a caller on the line. Let's go to the line. Caller, hello, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
No, well, everybody putting in Mr. Cummins. Hello. You might not remember me now, but me was a little baby in the thing. Anyway, it's years since when Mr. Mitchell come back thing I did in NDP. And the pressure I meet now for 23 years. I can't move it. And it's me alone. And these people, I can't get none when hurricane. I had get hit, the priest had to come in and help me to give me water. None for you. Nothing for me. Not even a grain of water. Is what they're saying. We went shelter. If you see where they put us when in 2010, my house gone. Nothing. You can't get nothing. Well, the man say, I couldn't even go in the hospital. The hospital king they had up there. He dead. I see him gone. They say, we're crying for. You're going to cry for him for he don't do you already. I come back again. Them he mash out all the electrical thing. You know how much it take me? The only Santa P didn't bite me in here. I crawl in here right there. They don't give me poor relief. Nobody. Don't come to me, you know. More than the saying, when hurricane, when suffer, is the priest them come. The whole thing they break down here. When I hear the big thing outside, I say, well, Lord, I hope it's nobody house gone with children. As I reach out to the door, the suffer thing come down, break down, mash down my bed, mash it up. I have to sleep on top the table where they see my neck. Is the priest that used to come and bring water. None for me, that is what they're saying right till now.
Oh boy.
I come and I hear when this last this thing come here, burial. I alone in here when burial because I can't go. Nobody to take me out. I can't go nowhere by the shelter, nowhere, none for you. I had a cousin and them boys came and say, when 12 o'clock, Lord, is you alone there in the night? Do we still don't reach up by you? I said, well, I can't go. Go. I can't go anywhere because I can't walk. They don't even give me poor relief, and this wicked everything, none for she, none for you.
Wickedness.
Wicked people there anyway, I live in there. Now if you see the road where they're behind here, Mr. Behind, they're living there to be seen. And the road, the water coming from the road where they do the bridge there. They had that thing. Not in a gutter. When I see the rain come on this weather, I'm here alone. It's a thing to come for me. If I take sick, I can't go out. So I'm going to go. The whole yard flooding from the road. Flooding inside by me. I hear the president was talking about somebody in Beckway. Nothing can come here for me. And me alone. Just because they know, well, I serve NDP all the time, you know. But everybody have to choose what they want. God leave man to choose. But these people, especially where I live in here, this is Ralph's territory. Because Ralph said, give them boys some rum, man. I have an election to win, you know? Give these ladies and them $20, and they take that. So you must punish her since you don't see. Say, vote for them and supporting them. You have to lead them. But I did NDP. All tiny and yellow board, and we used to do about all up banners and now I can't go. And Chieftain came here sometime. I had to put him on the radio. He come and he promised me, oh God, look how this place is. I want to try and see if I get somebody to weed walk the place for you. Because see, well, me not walking, me not have money to weed walk. Me have money to even take. Me live on the mercy of God. Because calling, his the Lord is here. Me to put them to walk.
When a government can neglect its people like that, so it's disgraceful. Just because of politics.
Yeah. I can't get none. You can't get no money. You can't get poor relief. You can't get no
and a whole set of
natural disaster.
Wickedness.
2010 they come and suffer, come and take everything for me. Not suffering. Too much. I alone was in here with some Santa P, some neighbor had to help me get some black footboard. Up to now I can't the windows them not good. She brings a window give me, but they can't think to open. It was to help me now. So that thing. So I then I locked up inside me. Not a living soul. And if you see no water, I'm in here flooding. When you see the rain come, in here, even self I taxi for going to come for me. No vehicle and nothing can come for me in here if the rain come.
Right.
And these wicked people on the saying, me ain't giving you none for you. None for you.
And they're bragging about it.
If the priest didn't come and them didn't come to help to bring food, help me get galvanized to get on and bring a bed for me. I don't know what they and saying, doing. Yes, me alone and God, hey. And they have people say they're working and paying them so much money to go and see old people. But they ain't got thing, hey, Ralph, a very vindictive fellow where you see today.
All right.
And I wouldn't go to him.
Keep the faith, keep the
No,
faith, my
God is
dear.
good.
Keep the faith.
God will take him in his own time.
Amen.
Yes, but the only thing me not see no anything is only when you vote in time. No, I say, well, I love my party, and if they bring thing, I go with them, go vote for them. You know, me never vote for Ralph yet in my, and would never do that. No,
All right,
that
my
man
dear.
is not an, I know him since he understand he's just a little older than I. But his mother was not a good woman. So
All right.
I wouldn't never cast my vote for him.
All right, my
So
dear.
and then you have these people up here wicked. You see in this countryside up here, when you don't vote Ralph, you know, then you must have to dead. The mean you must dead. None for you. The share suffer thing.
Wickedness.
I send people to
Even
take
the
none
AIDS.
for you, not even a grain of water.
Even the
If somebody
yeah.
sending the priest, say, oh lady, they can't walk.
And bragging saying they love people.
They didn't
That
even
is
carry
some
me to
kind
a
of love.
place. They didn't even carry me to where they say old people could go when they had this suffering. I had to lay in all this heat and dust and everything, but God bring me through.
Amen.
When I send somebody to collect if they get some water, none for you.
I want to tell you. I want.
Mama,
I want
they
to
ain't
tell
giving
you.
you none, boy. They say none for you. None for me.
All right, my dear.
I punish her for 23 years. 23 years I hate for, but God still love me. Not even ambulance. Fella done dead and gone leave me. Say, not me. You can't even go in ambulance. Don't worry, call ambulance. But it's 23 years going 24. Praise God and I call no ambulance. And he done gone before me. And people say, we're crying for.
All right. Thank you, my dear.
Them have text on the Bible tell them why you're crying.
All right.
Yes.
All right, my dear. Thank you. Thank you.
This too shall pass. I just want to tell that caller and other people, Major Leacock has been so rightly championing the cause of elderly in our party. And Dr. Friday and the team has approved it in a very big way. It's an area that we would pay particular attention to measures that can reach out to the elderly, regardless of political or any other persuasion.
Definitely.
As a citizen of this country, you should be entitled to the kind of support that is befitting an elderly person.
Definitely.
All right. We have another call coming in. Let's take this call and let's see who we have. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Now, if the very minister of finance constituency is being neglected, I mean, what else? Those are things we are taking seriously into consideration. I could remember after the 1998 election, the former representative and prime minister, Mr. Mitchell, when he came down here to thank the people for voting for him once more, he said to the gathering, it is very unusual for one political party to win 4 consecutive elections. But I went through the election banking on my 8th show seat because I know after you win 8th seat, you have the government. You take, for instance, what is this ULP, demonic force, doing to have them there for 5 terms and telling you about 6 terms? You know? They are depending on the nastiness that they are doing to keep them in government. Not for people voting for them. It's the nastiness that they are doing to keep them in government. You know? It's like what they tell you is what they're doing. NDP must suffer and NDP must die. We got to take these things very, very seriously. It is what is happening. We are all paying taxes. If you have to call them thief and robbers, they will want to put you in court. But if you take money from me and you're not giving me back in no way at all, but you're doing it something else, where they're giving to other people, what is that? That is thieving. That is cheating. You know. So all these things we have to deal with. We have to start a measuring, using a measurement to measure what NDP did to what ULP did. The NDP had 17 years in government, and sometimes I don't even say 17 years, I just say 15, because after the 1998 general election, the ULP vow was to make this country ungovernable. They had even school children protesting. If you can understand that, march in the street against the NDP. Now you have some students from the college protesting over the dirtiness at the college, and they had police go out there to stop them. When in NDP time, school children could have marched the road. No problem. So we have all take all these things into consideration. All that we are talking about, let us put it this way, doesn't make ULP look good. You understand? Let ULP take with money, squander it, build this, build that, and you don't even know where the money going, and that make ULP look good. It's looking good, what they're talking about, They don't concern about people. They don't concern about us. They don't concern what happened in the constituency. You understand? Everything could go to naught. No problem for them. All the concern is what make ULP look good. I thank you very much. I don't want to take up all the time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 25 minutes after the 12 o'clock hour. We're coming up quickly to take the lunchtime commercial break. When we come back with more here on the Newtimes program, and we'll take more of your calls and interactions here with us. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This Saturday, all roads lead to Hollywood Shops for the final Central Kingstown Season of Reason meeting for the year. Come here from the Kingstown Trio. Solid as a rock. The Honorable Daniel Cummins, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, and from Central Kingstown, Major the Honorable Sinclair Leacock. Solid as a rock. Along with President of the NDP himself, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, alongside the NDP's PRO, Laverne King, and the Central Kingstown locals, Igel, Kenny, and Mr. P, along with your chairman, Bert Francois. And it's not just about speeches. Enjoy free barbecue wings, plus Carmen's famous Morby, Ginger Bear, and Sorrel. It's all happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Hollywood Shops. Let's close out the year with a bang. Merry Christmas from the Central Kingstown team.
It's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
The West Kingstown Constituency Division and the Honorable Daniel Cummings present an exciting raffle this December 7th at the President's Dinner. Win amazing prizes including first prize, a stunning 65-inch smart TV, second prize, a luxurious weekend for two in Mesquite, third prize, a brand new iPhone, fourth prize, a bountiful food hamper. And that's not all. There are several consolation prizes to be won. Tickets are just $5 each, or get a book of 5 for only $20. Purchase your tickets from West Kingstown constituency members or at any constituency office. Don't miss your chance to win big this December 7th. Get your tickets now.
It's bingo! Join the new Democratic Party East Kingstown Constituency Division on Friday, December 6, 2024 at Victoria Park in Kingstown. It all starts from 8 p.m. Come and play your bingo and stand the chance to win a whopping jackpot of $5,000. There's also 9 other games of $300 each. Your tickets are only $10. Tickets can be had at the following locations: the East Kingstown Constituency Office. Call 497-3489 or 454-2020. You can also get your tickets from any member of the Constituency Division Executive or the NDP Secretariat Headquarters in Kingstown. Be a part of this massive bingo at the Victoria Park on Friday, December 6, 2024.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this year, I'll need a smart TV to keep an eye on the who's, a smartphone to call for backup, cash, and a stove to bake this ham. Seriously, I can get all this for free if I sign up for Flow.
We're Christmasing with thousands of gifts even the Grinch would love. Sign up for a postpaid mobile bundle or high-speed broadband and win big every week. Visit discoverflow.co now.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other healthcare products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
What time it is?
Christmas time. Christmas time.
Surely, Christmas is a time of healing. And what better time it is for cleaning? So this Christmas, VinciClean is here to help with dusting, wiping, bathrooms and bedrooms, kitchen, dining, in fact, for all kinds of floor, new and old. Call now and book early for all your Christmas cleaning. It's VinciClean, VinciClean, VinciClean. Telephone 431-1360, 492-0586 or 4571649 and have a VinciClean Christmas.
I say we know it's Christmas time. Christmas time.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus Pico-Actin Syrup and Mimglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PVT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Pico-Actin Syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mimglobin Liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Pico-Actin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors.
Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your number 1 stop.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket. 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number 1. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
It's Super Wild Sale at District Stairs SVG with 50% off all faucets. Upgrade your kitchen or bathroom for half the price. 2 days only, November the 25th and the 26th. Don't miss your chance to grab sleek, stylish, and durable faucets at unbeatable prices. Visit District Stairs SVG now or message us to claim this limited time deal. Bonnie Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonnie Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonnie Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonnie Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Join the new Democratic Party East Kingstown Constituency Division on Friday, December 6, 2024 at Victoria Park in Kingstown. It all starts from 8 p.m. Come and play your bingo and stand the chance to win a whopping jackpot of $5,000. There's also 9 other games of $300 each. Your tickets are only $10. Tickets can be had at the following locations: the East Kingstown Constituency Office. Call 497-3489 or 454-2020. You can also get your tickets from any member of the Constituency Division Executive or the NDP Secretariat Headquarters in Kingstown. Be a part of this massive bingo at the Victoria Park on Friday, December 6, 2024.
The West Kingstown Constituency Division and the Honorable Daniel Cummings present an exciting raffle this December 7th at the President's Dinner. Win amazing prizes including first prize, a stunning 65-inch smart TV. Second prize, a luxurious weekend for 2 in Mesquite. Third prize, a brand new iPhone. fourth prize, a bountiful food hamper. And that's not all. There are several consolation prizes to be won. Tickets are just $5 each, or get a book of 5 for only $20. Purchase your tickets from West Kingstown constituency members or at any constituency office. Don't miss your chance to win big this December 7th. Get your tickets now.
Solid as a rock.
This Saturday, all roads lead to Hollywood Shops for the final Central Kingstown Season of Reason meeting for the year. Come here from the Kingstown Trio.
Solid as a rock.
The Honorable Daniel Cummins, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, and from Central Kingstown, Major the Honorable Sinclair Leacock.
Solid as a rock.
Along with President of the NDP himself, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, alongside the NDP's PRO, Laverne King, and the Central Kingstown locals, Igel, Kenny, and Mr. P, along with your chairman, Bert Francois. And it's not just about speeches. Enjoy free barbecue wings, plus Carmen's famous Mobby, Ginger Bear, and Sorrel. It's all happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Hollywood Shops. Let's close out the year with a bang. Merry Christmas from the Central Kingstown team.
It's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
We wish you a Irie Christmas. Old Year and New Year's are just the same. Christmas on a broke pocket day. We wish you a Irie Christmas. We wish you a Irie Christmas. We wish you a Irie Christmas and a dance all New Year. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. And a dance all New Year. We skank and rock it to the rhythm. We rock and we rock at the rhythm. We scrub and we rub and we do wise. And a happy dance. We bring you a Irie Christmas. We bring you a Irie Christmas. We bring you a Irie Christmas and a dance all New Year. You love up, you rub up on a Christmas. You rub up, you scrub up on a Christmas. You rub up and you dub up on a Christmas and a dance all New Year. We wish you merry, 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 merry Iceman.
Welcome back to the Newtimes Program, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're here and the festive vibes of Jacob Killer Miller, wishing everybody a merry, merry Christmas. Of course, we are in the middle of the Christmas season as well, and there are quite a number of activities being put on by the New Democratic Party. I'll take this opportunity for the chairman and the deputy chairman to just remind persons of the upcoming activities for the New Democratic Party, because they're quite a lot.
Mr. Cummins
Yes.
is with us?
Yes, he is.
Yes, it is. The activities left, right, and center.
Literally.
Beginning this Saturday, right here in Shops in Hollywood. Major and his team joins with Fitz and I and Dr. Friday and everybody else who have his last meeting of the year. Major is on this Season of Reason exercise, meeting with his various communities and charting the way forward for the development of all of our people. So that is Saturday. Next week, Fitz has his bingo at Victoria Park, which is now a very popular event. And it takes place at Victoria Park, and that's in the West Kingstown constituency. Bingo remains a very popular pastime for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the way East Kingstown has organized this, it makes it very practical. And with cash prizes, people can walk away at this time of the year with all the opportunities to go and do their shopping, with $5,000 as the top prize and $300 for the consolation prizes. And with the one ticket you pay $10 for, you have a chance to win any of these prizes. So that is phenomenal. So that's Saturday, and of course, the day after that is when Dr. Friday's annual Christmas dinner will take place at Sunset Shores. And this year we have piggybacked on that event. We organized a raffle that should have taken place before, but because of burial and other reasons, we had to put it back. So it will be drawn on the same weekend, the Saturday at Sunset Shores, and the Deputy General Secretary Harvey, who is from West Kingstown, he has been able to secure sponsorship so that the first 150 guests to the dinner will receive a free ticket for the raffle. So in addition to supporting a worthy cause and having a wonderful evening with Dr. Friday, you get a chance to walk away with a 65-inch flat screen TV, a trip for two to Mustique, an iPhone, an iPad, and several other things. And of course, that marvelous weekend for two Mustique. Very attractive prices. So tickets are still available, and we look forward to having grand event next weekend at Sunset Shores.
And there's tomorrow, Mr. Cummins, a town hall meeting at the New Democratic Party's headquarters.
Very important event.
Very important.
Discussing the vexing issue of crime. And of course, Major would take center stage on that. Dr. Friday would be there, Pitts and several other
And we have a
persons. I will
surprise
be there.
guest.
I'll be there as well. And that's an event that we cannot afford to miss out on. It's everybody is keenly aware of the situation of crime in this country,
Yes.
and of course, we know it will take the New Democratic Party to deal with the vexing issue of crime. It's really outrageous and unsatisfactory, and we have to do something. And clearly, this government has demonstrated a lack of care and a lack of ability to arrest the crime situation in this country. I've often said with very strong interpretation that you cannot put criminals to fight crime. It's very, very clear. And that is part of our problem in this country. We need the right people with the right disposition to be able to deal with the vexing and serious problem of crime in St. Vincent and Grenadines. And that comes into sharp focus tomorrow evening at the NDP headquarters.
At 6 o'clock. Begins at 6 o'clock. And then again, this Friday, as you know, yesterday was the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. And our Women's Arm will on Friday be staging is it a march?
A walk, yes.
A walk from the Arnesville tarmac. E.T. Josh Arnesville tarmac, the former E.T. Joshua Airport, the decommissioned airport, to the parking lot just outside the post office. That begins at 4 o'clock. And this is being held under the theme Unite, Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls, #No Excuse. That's the theme for this year. So that is something that I think that we should become involved in, because violence on a whole, but violence against women and girls is something that is very prevalent in our society.
It is, and you see, Colin, why I left that one for last. And, my role in that would be to provide the PA system on the vehicle, and so that when others are walking and marching, I will be providing the sound system on my vehicle.
And you know that infamous PA system that never comes down.
It's a very important walk. I mean, the cause is, you couldn't ask for a greater one than that. I mean, in a civilized society, the number of instances where women are the target of violence, and I'm not just here talking about domestic violence and physical violence. There's the mental agony. There's the financial thing that people put. The way how some people use even their children as a source of revenue. These things have to stop. These things need to stop.
All right. I think we have a caller on the line. I don't know if they're still there. Caller, hello. Yes, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Colin, and to Mr. Cummins.
Thank you. Welcome.
Well, I was listening on the talk about violence and crime in the country, and we are all very much aware of it. But um, what can I say? What I don't know what we can do to curb to cut down on the rate of crime in this country. I don't know. We'll try to march or we'll do different things, but that's a very difficult one, and I think the authorities need to do more because I remember one Sunday morning I walked through Kingston from the very top way up at Gospel Hall. I walked right down to the police barracks, cutting into Middle Street, going back on Back Street, and I did not meet a single policeman, and this is no exaggeration. I did not meet a single policeman on the street. I even passed the police barracks, the sentry, and there wasn't even anybody there. And it's a scary feeling because I said, if I saw two men at one point approach me when I was about to just pass Heritage Square, and it was a very scary feeling. I was just hoping that these are two men with good intentions. Well, they really were because they said hi and went on their way, you know. But I said, shucks, if something had really happened, I would not have had anybody there to help me. And I think this was really, really bad for the police department that you can walk through the whole of Kingston. Then I got down to Salvation Army, and there's a group of women going on there. Service outing, and they had the officer there with them. The one man was standing there with them, and I was thinking it gave me such a bad feeling, you know. So I have a very dim image of. I say this will support crime because if the perpetrators know that there's no security around, the police looking on, they feel.
Empowered.
Yes, they feel empowered that they can do something and get away because they see no police, like they're looking after us, like they're taking care of us. You know, it really gave me a very, very bad feel that Sunday morning.
But that is something you seldom see anymore. Policemen on the beat. Well, police as a whole on the beat. You don't see a lot of that anymore. They were always, you know, even as Heritage Square, that area, it's there was a time when that was like the financial center. You had all the banks between there. You had Penny Bank and what's it now? I forget, the Bank of St. Louis. Well, that one was Royal Bank. And then you had Gecko right around the corner. You had Barclays Bank and Bank of St. Vincent and First St. Vincent. All those banks were in the area, but there was no police presence at all. And to me, that was crazy. And it was at a time when there were, you know, a spate of robberies. And so what the banks used to do, they used to employ off-duty police officers to be security within their walls. So
anyhow, Mrs. Belloc, I just want to wish you a very happy birthday.
Thank you so kindly.
And to send greetings to your sister in
Canada.
Jackie,
yes.
I remember
Thank you.
all as two very outstanding netball stars at GHS.
Oh, I know who this is now. I figured
along with the Irish sisters.
My Montrose people.
Stephanie's boys and those people.
Yes.
I remember you very outstanding in your goalkeeper's position.
No, I was goal shoot.
I think you work between goal shoot.
No, I was only ever goal shoot because they thought that I had an advantage being left-handed. I don't know. It's the only time everybody else has a problem with my left hand, except when I'm shooting for netball.
Okay. But yes, but I just hope you have a very happy birthday.
Thank you so kindly.
And I'm hearing people complaining about their roads. I said maybe I don't complain enough. Because this road where I'm living here at Newman Road, there's a broken bank here for heaven knows how long.
You're still at Walker Peace, right?
Yes, I'm still at Walker Peace. And the
I want to let you know. I want to let you know, caller, that I have put a question before the Parliament for Thursday on this very issue, because it has been many years since that embankment is broken. And it is very dangerous now. So I want to hear what you're going to tell us
very
about.
dangerous, Mr. Cummings, and I thank you very much for putting forward that question because we have lived with it for so long. It's absolutely
Many
ridiculous,
years.
and
Yes.
the road is very narrow. And when there's an accident on the main road, the traffic comes through here. When there's an accident between the church and
got it.
Prescott.
That is the very point I'm making in the question.
Yes.
Because so many times, were it not for that narrow strip of road, all traffic in and out of Kingston will be blocked.
Yes.
Exactly.
All.
And
Yeah.
yes, this is where the traffic flows through, and nobody's paying attention. Somebody said that the person is somebody who broke the wall, excavated the ground, the soil, and broke down the wall. But
that is immaterial. The problem is it has to be fixed. It has to be fixed.
Yes, and if the person doesn't fix it and they can't bring action against
then
the
the
person,
government has a responsibility.
The government has a responsibility to fix it, and it has been so for a very long time, Mr. Cummings.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful.
It's very
troubling. And I remember when there was an accident on the main road one time, and the police vehicle. I don't know what was going on, but they passed what was happening on the main road, and they shot through here. And luckily, I had just gone outside to allow the traffic to flow because they were built up in the gutter on the far left. And I just went out there to try to see if I could get the man in the corner. He was there for so long, that line of traffic, to see if I could get them moving. So I went out there to stop the traffic coming up so they can come out, they can flow. And at the same time, this police vehicle came up packed with people, with 5 or 6 of them. It was really close fitting. And they shot up there so fast. If I did not stop them, Mr. Cummings, they were going straight over that broken bank. The speed they came up there with. And or it's either that or they run into the line of cars on the side there. So I think it's more than time that we have this road fixed. And it kind of undermines my house at the same time because I'm right next to this bank. And on top of that, the road is all the water comes into my yard, as you know, Mr. Cummings, and it undermines.
I invite you to listen to what they have to say on Thursday.
Yes. I sure will. I
put forward.
Yes, I sure will.
And I wish to let you know that the NDP has 5 priorities for a brighter future for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and high on this is improvement of our roads and infrastructure. So you're assured and you're comforted to know that an NDP government is going to prioritize these things.
Well, I thank you, and we'll all hold you to your promises, and I know you will deliver.
Absolutely.
And we're not making empty promises. You can take our word on that. You can trust us.
Good. Thank you. You enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Keep the calls coming, folks. We're taking them here on the Newtimes program. With us in the studio, we have Chairman and Deputy Chairman of the NDP. They're both here with us. And of course, we encourage you to call the local number 458-1013. No, sorry, that's the office number. The studio number 456-5969. That's 456-5969. We have a caller coming in. 67, yes. Mixing them up this morning. We have a call coming in. Let's take this call. Caller, hello, welcome.
Hey, Colin, good afternoon. And let me say good afternoon to Lavon and Daniel. Great program this morning.
Good afternoon, Harvey.
I just want to talk a little bit, say something on the crime issue. You know, we're having that big activity tomorrow, focusing on crime. And I hope that I hope that a lot of people tune in to it. For those of you who can't come to the headquarters, we hope you will tune in from whatever medium it will be brought to you. But my thing is that what I found when we talk about crime so much is that, you know, in the last weekend, Vincentian, I may be noisy because I am on the road. It may be a little noisy.
We're hearing you well.
Yeah. In the last weekend, Vincentian newspaper, I was the most shocked person, when I saw an article, I can't remember the title of the article now, but here it was. People who are in prison for criminal activity were asking the authorities to extend their sentence because they think the crime situation in the country is too high and they're afraid to come out of prison. Could you imagine that? Even the criminals are saying that.
You serious, Harvey?
Yeah.
What?
So I hope we can go and look for it. And we have a minister of national security. Every time he mentions crime, he always says in a few lines, we have a handful or a minority of young men who are thing on crime, bent on crime, and we have to deal with them, or we have to try to show them the other way. Something like that he would normally say. But this is the Minister of National Security.
Well, since it's a handful, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Speaks of the high price women.
It is amazing.
The high maintenance women.
But clearly, all he's trying to do is downplay the seriousness of the crime situation,
which is irresponsible for a minister of national security. Very irresponsible.
Yeah, I often find that to be very, very irresponsible, his statement, but the Minister of National Security doesn't talk about crime at all. Okay, well, we'll show him tomorrow how to have a plan and execute it. Okay? Thanks. That's my contribution.
NDP taking up the slack all the time.
All right. Yep. All right, thank you for that. Harvey takes us up now to 1 o'clock. The calls are coming in. We're in the final segment of the Newtimes program here on Nice Radio. Clearly, the New Democratic Party, and I said this time and time again, has shown that they continue to have the finger on the pulse of what are the issues that are affecting Vincentians more than anything else.
And if we can just speak to what Harvey just said, and I spoke before about the 5 priorities, making our country safe again is another of our 5 priorities. And that you can hold us to, that we are going to do whatever it takes to reduce the crime situation in our country. We are going to do that.
All right, we have a caller. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, hello, welcome to the program.
Colin, pleasant good morning to you.
Good day, welcome.
And my representative, Mr. Daniel Cummins, blessed morning to you, sir. And Ms. Phillips, I don't know, but as a part of the NDP, is a part of my family.
That's right.
Brother Cummins.
Yes, my brother.
I call you to back up what I want to say. Somebody call in and say, but look, get him borrow the shame. You know?
Yep.
You can't even talk the stories you talk for the whole time because it ain't make no sense, you know? When I watch the state of Ackley Hall, we talk about the dock down, the roads and the space. It's just like if people they live over here. You know? And I'm telling you, I hear callers say they have money, but the ways of it. It's spite. They feel they want to make you look bad. It's simple as that. You can't put it in since 2018 they got a road from hospital coming up. And when the rain comes, that is time they go in and dig up. And they do they can fix it. You know?
They can
so I want to know. But of course I don't know, but I would like to see you as a minister of government in voice if ever.
Amen.
Because I know the people say we should have done this before. As I just say, Ralph Gonzalez should have done that about 80 years ago. You know?
Yep.
Vincent Skylark with he too long. Yeah. And then this is that if we went to see that, I tell you this, would I pack it up with her? Because I tell you, it's better go 70 water live with Gonzalez.
There's no
but comment, holy voter, they got my support 100%. I can't tell you that for you, but with you.
Yeah, you'll see me shortly.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
So,
Thanks for
I'm
calling.
in the area.
and God will
I'll be
bless
in the
you.
area today.
You know, because he's a man of God. You love people and continue to do your good work.
That he does.
Thank you, man.
All right. All right. I know that persons are patiently waiting for general elections next year. The silent majority that we always refer to, I think, is going to speak and speak loudly in the upcoming general elections. People are, as they say, baiting their time. We have another call. Caller, hello. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good day. Welcome.
And good afternoon to my caretaker, my potential representative for East St. George. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. The prior caller is right with the newspaper. I didn't read it in the newspaper, but I heard it on the news that one prisoner asked to remain. His time is complete, is joint near, and he asked to complete the sentence and stayed in prison because majority of the crime that taking place is coming from behind the wall. That's the thing.
Wow.
That's what he was saying. So when you hear somebody in prison who commit a crime is saying they want to stay in prison because crime committing, come on, where is the Ministry of Security?
Imagine that. Wow.
Where is the Minister of Security?
My goodness.
Is he sleeping on the job? God forbid. This is where my beautiful country come to.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. It's not easy when we hear something like that. And it's young people who could come back into society and make vulnerable contribution. Come on, we need to do something. It's time for them people to pack up. It's time for them to pack up and go. I'm listening.
All right. Thank you. Wow.
Oh, that is a very telling story, eh? It is frightening.
All right. We many persons would say the NDP has a lot of work to do after winning the next general elections. It's going to be a monumental task because
we have a whole country to rehabilitate.
Yeah. So obviously the question would be where do we start? From the constituency level, from the national level, where does the NDP start? How do you see yourself, Mrs. Velox? How do you see yourself, Mr. Cummins, getting started the very next day after winning a general elections in this country to build back SVG?
It really is simple, Colin. It's about people. It's all about people. It's about putting people back to work. It's about getting the economy going.
Creating the environment.
Structure going. It's about awakening the feeling of hope in the people of our country. Let me tell you something. This is not new to me. The NDP had to do it in 1984.
Yes.
The economy was in a terrible situation. You had the sugar factories like a millstone around the necks of the people, unemployment high, all the issues. The late Sir James and his team had to start from scratch, putting systems in place, building a civil service, building the infrastructure with roads, network, utilities, water and electricity, building up to a world-class standard. They have been deteriorating under these roads.
Yes.
We've been there before, we've done it before, we will do it again. In every case, it's about people. What we do is empowering people and giving them an opportunity to serve, giving them hope, giving them life. That's what it is about.
And I think that this government does not understand the importance of the civil service because I think they're not being utilized properly. I mean, these days you don't even know who your permanent secretaries are. Well, I mean, they're the ones that actually run the ministries. So how come you don't know who they are? Because the ministers, exactly, the ministers are usurping the authority of the permanent secretaries.
All right, we have a caller. Caller, hello, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Blessings on you, Honorable Cummings and my sister Velox.
This sounds like Madam North, what?
Yes, it is.
All right, pick up the voice. Good to hear you.
You know, listening to the programs from time to time. I usually listen a lot and I call in from time to time. And I continue to say that the New Democratic Party has all, I believe, with God's help, to take this country forward. But I believe in my heart that this is about the people. It's the choices that they make. If people's mindset and their attitudes does not change, I don't know, things will not change. But I want to encourage you, Mr. Cummings and Ms. Swellock and all the others to continue to persevere. I believe in God with all my heart, and I believe that one day things will change. If we continue to read the Word of God, we would recognize that the children of Israel, they suffered for so long, and God saw them through. And I want to believe that God is going to see us through. But we have to do our part. And I would continue to say that I believe that the New Democratic Party, the executive and all its people, we have to be a united force. We have to look at our strengths, look at our weaknesses, see where we have gone wrong over the years, see where our strengths are, and harness them together and really and truly do. I know that you have been trying opposition for 23 years, and had you been able to do more, I know that you would have done more. But God is good. I want to say to the people of North Windward, we are an agricultural place. That's what we know. And I see over the years that the New Democratic Party has really helped us with God's help. When you look back over the years of the New Democratic Party and agriculture in this constituency, people, I do not know why people would vote for the ULP. Because the ULP has brought us poorer. I'm saying it, poorer, because they did everything to destroy agriculture. I could remember when we had the black Sikatoka and the Moko and all of that in the banana industry. Those are times when knowledge has increased and they could have researched and did things to help. They didn't. They have not had, you know, they have not looked after the people of North Windward, and I would say North in the Chateaubriand and those areas who are prone to the lasso fray. They have not looked after these people, and the people of North Windward would continue to vote for the ULP. When I look back, I could see that the women, because most of the time the women were the backbone, they would shop, they would do everything in their power to make sure that their children had the good food. They had the best like bikes and all of that. Over the years, all that has gone. People are scrambling to get something. Is true resilience on the behalf of some of us. But I know with God's help, God is seeing and God will see us through.
Amen.
I want to say to us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, over the past week has been the 2013 the flood that we had keep coming to me. And people, I don't know if people remembered. Yes, we had a lot of deaths in the Vermont and so area. And it was the 24th of December, 2013. And I want to encourage people to look to God. See Jesus as the reason for their season. I know that people are saying that they are not feeling the Christmas and all of that. But don't look at the feelings. Look at the one who is the giver. And don't look at the gifts. Yes, we need gifts. But look at the giver and concentrate on what God has done for us and what he's doing in spite of the New Democratic Party. People are suffering. We have not been begging our bread. We are still fighting on. And I want to encourage people to look to God. There is this lady who called from South Rivers. I don't need to South Rivers or Park here. She says that she has voted for Joshua and NDP over the years, and now that she is in a situation that she cannot help herself, and I know how it is with the wickedness. I think that it's the need for the New Democratic Party. Not only that woman alone, but see what you can do for those persons who are aged and, vulnerable and who need help. I think you need. There are some people, I know Mrs. John, she's doing her best. Wonderful. I pray every day that God would see her through. But we have to trust God and believe God is real. I want to disagree with this man, so one of the callers. Caller, don't be offended, who says that they don't know what the ULP is doing with like Obia and all of that. God is bigger than Obia. We have to bend our knees. We have to bend our knees and cry to God, and he would hear us. God don't give us more than what we can bear. And I believe with all my heart that God's will would be done in this election. So, Brother Cummings and Sister Vella, continue to trust, continue to do what you know is best. And God
Caller,
you
talk about agriculture in North Windward, but I just want you to focus for a minute on a product for which St. Vincent has been known worldwide for so long. I'm talking about arrowroot. Look at what these people have done to arrowroot for so many years. We have not been reaping the arrowroot and producing any product. And even when they tried to ship out some stuff some years ago, it was of such poor quality that it had to be dumped. I mean, could you imagine in a day and age like today?
That is what I'm saying. I was the deputy chair for the Art Association in the last years of the NDP. And we had an excellent study. And we did all that we could for this art industry. But when the ULP got in office, they abandoned these things. They abandoned all of these. And I know that is what I'm saying. I don't know why farmers are voting for ULP. I don't know why. Look, for instance, I said this yesterday. I am not saying that people doesn't need houses to live, yes. But they are taking all the agricultural lands and giving them out for housing. And they are not looking at the lands that can be used for agriculture and making the roads. That's all we need. We need roads. We need things that would help. Look, they say that they have so much things from the last of prayer and then from burial. Farmers are scrambling because they have not been looking after the farmers because they don't need agriculture. If agriculture should come back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, people would be independent, and that's what the ULP doesn't want. They don't want people to be independent. They want them to be dependent because I know as a farmer in my years, I didn't have to look for anybody to do anything. My husband and I, we would do all we can to make sure that our crops were harvested and we look for our markets. That's the other thing. Yes, the government would have to do some of these things, but I think the farmers need to do their things too. Look for their markets. Make sure if you plant a crop, make sure that you know that you are going to get a market for your crop. It would not be always that thing, but don't hold out for big money and say I am going to hold out for $5 and so no. Look at your cost of production and see what your cost of production is, and then you sell accordingly. And I know with the help of the New Democratic Party and with God, things would happen. But we have to just do what we have to do. Blessings and continue. I will continue to pray and seek God's face. But I want you all to look after some of the elderly and vulnerable persons in the constituencies. Blessings.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
very
you.
much.
All right. And I am really happy with the quality of interactions that we are getting today from the callers.
Very positive.
It is saying a lot. It is saying that persons are very much aware of what is happening in our country. They have a heightened level of understanding of as what is really happening and what needs to change going forward. And that the NDP's messaging is connecting with persons. We have a caller. Caller, hello.
Yeah, Colin.
Welcome, my brother.
Check with the lonely with all the agricultural land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check with the green hill all the agricultural land.
Just turn your radio in the background down for me a little bit, please, now.
Yes, so it's like they're destroying all the agricultural land and
Mm-hmm.
all as part of the plan. You have to realize that another part of the plan again before they know they're going to have to buy a whole heap of money again.
And then we're complaining that our food sustainability is in jeopardy.
Imagine
that's what they're doing. A big wickedness happen poor people in this country, you know.
Yeah.
Don't think them love the people.
They want to control. They want to control how we live, how we eat, and everything. And then they control the vote.
Well, if they control agriculture, that's part of it.
Yes.
And people them allowing them to do it. It's not them getting the people food, it's the earth, and the earth is the Lord. So the people them should make them stop planting food. Now look for their own market. Why the government want involved in agriculture to sell the agricultural farm them food? Why they want involved in fish to sell the fisherman them food? Why they want involved in the butcher them sell the butcher? That is not them work. Them supposed to study how to deal with the country. The farmers and them do their own thing. The fishermen them do their own thing. The butchers them do their own thing. That's how the thing is supposed to be. You are involved in too much of thing. You are involved in a whole lot of things till you grow up in the country and more deaths and deaths and deaths and deaths.
All right. Thanks for your call. We're gonna try and see if we could squeeze in a few more calls as much as we can. But of course, we're in the final segment of the program. So, as always, when we get to that point, I allow for our guests here on the Newtimes program to give their final comments. But we have another call coming in, so let's take this call. Caller, hello, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Cummins, you have to get a new water hose for this election because I see a new face is coming on. You already flush out all those who come in, so I hope you got a new water hose for this new face. Okay? So have a blessed day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people come up with
all I could do is laugh.
All right. What I will do though, as we move along, Mrs. Velox, I'd let you, of course, have your comments and what you would like persons to take away from the program today in terms of NDP messaging.
To the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I just want you all to know that the New Democratic Party is a serious party. It is a party that cares about the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you heard people calling and spoke about the former New Democratic Party administration, and they said a lot of positive things about what happened back then. That is who we are. We are here to take care of the needs of the people. We're not here just to get your votes. We would love to get your votes, but we are going to provide you with the service and the representation that you are desirous of and that you command and demand from us as your representatives. The New Democratic Party is a party that has the people in mind. That is why, like I said, we have the 5 priorities to ensure that you have a brighter future, a future that is full of hope, and a future that is full of promise. We also have the 4 pillars of the economy: agriculture, tourism, the new economy, and the blue economy. Those are the things that are going to work to make sure that we are a responsible government here to take care of the needs of the people, and a government that is going to ensure that your lives are better. It is going to be more positivity. We're going to make sure that you're safe, that you have better jobs, that you have a very buoyant agricultural sector that we can feed ourselves. We're going to ensure that healthcare is at the optimum, that you wouldn't have to fly out to Barbados if you get a little cut. You stay right here and you get taken care of. Or we're going to make sure that our mental health patients are going to get the proper care they deserve, because right now they are just existing with no plans to improve that sector. We're going to ensure that our roads that everybody complaining about are in a much better situation, and even our feeder roads to take us to the farmers, so the farmers could bring out their goods. We're going to ensure that all of that is in place. We're going to ensure that our young people can go to university and come back here and get jobs. They don't have to go to other countries and develop them because we're giving them scholarships and we can't find jobs for them. That's not going to happen. We're going to ensure that our economy provides opportunity for all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. These are the things that we have in mind. These are the things that we are going to bring to you. This is not just mouth talk and saying things to get you to vote for us. We're saying this because this is our promise to you for the development of our country going forward. These people we have now are bankrupt of ideas. They have nothing more to offer. We have the plans in place. We are going to bring them to you.
All right. Mr. Cummins, it's over to you.
Thank you so very much, Colin. And let me thank my dear friend for being on the program today, and Colin, for you for being such a fantastic host again. To our dear listeners, you know that the representative for East Kingston, Fitzbramble, and the representative for the Southern Grenadines from time to time join this program. I want to assure you that both of them are engaged in the work of the constituencies. Fitz is on the ball 24/7. We've seen him recently with the disaster in Murray Village, and we know he is in consultation on matters related to sports. We know that there are so many issues in his constituency that he's trying to bring relief to his constituents. And the same with my dear friend Terence Oliver from the Southern Grenadines, whose struggles are made worse by this wicked and corrupt government that is not dispensing the resources that we have approved in Parliament in a manner that would make us proud, because they're not being just and fair in the dispensation of help to people who are affected by burial and various disasters. But we keep saying the New Democratic Party is a party of hope. You cannot move this country forward without getting the economy going. It's as plain and simple as that. As I walk through my constituency, I meet people with various products and services, and I say to them, oh my goodness, how magnificent this is. But keep on improving the quality every day, because now, with an economy that is so lacking, as much as people want your product and services, they cannot afford to pay for it. And that is why these businesses cannot thrive. The new Democratic Party government will get the economy going, will be putting money back into the pockets of the people, so that that in turn can spur development at the grassroots level, where small businesses can thrive, where they can take on more people, where they can enhance the quality of their products and services, not just for the local population, but for the visitors and for export. The last caller talked about agriculture in North Windward. And she made a point which I want to remind all people of, that this government has a nasty, narrow, partisan political objective. If you remove the independence from our farmers, see what they did to banana? They broke up the banana industry and put some jokers who don't know about the industry to manage it, destroyed it. You see what they did to the arrowroot? The same thing. They put political hacks to run it. For so many years, the farmers can't even reap the arrowroot. The Indian government gave us millions of dollars to build an arrowroot plant years ago. If I were the Indian government, I would call back for the money.
Of course.
Because they have done absolutely nothing with it. One of the critical factors that had agriculture in North Windward and the Prime Minister's own constituency was the magnificent irrigation project put down by the New Democratic Party that had acres of lands producing 3 crops a year and diversifying not just in banana, but a whole array of products coming out of that fertile area where the New Democratic Party bought the estate, cut it up, and give it to the people, the descendants of those who worked hard on that estate. What these jokers have done? Neglect the maintenance of all the feeder roads, refuse to repair the irrigation system to the point where now it's totally destroyed, non-existent, because they want the farmers to come begging for help. That is what they want. When they do that, they come wait until election come and give them some little handout and tell them vote for them. My friends, the majority of the people in North Windward have seen what Chevron John has been doing, Senator John has been doing from day one she got involved and continues to do, working for the people to help them become less dependent, to help them become proud citizens of this country so they can send the children to school and they can put food on the table and buy their clothes and shoes and so forth. That is what the NDP has in store for you. And folks in West Kingston, as I said, I'm back on the track. You will see me continuing meeting you where you are. A number of persons have been asking me about coming into the constituency office. I tell you, if you need to see me, you simply have to visit the office and my secretary will let me know. I will come and look for you wherever you are. One of the things I tell people about my style of politics, you come and you talk to me about a problem. I want to go on the spot to see for myself. I want to get involved because sometimes our perception of what the problem is not quite accurate. And when you go on the spot and you get the details, you're in a better position to help. That's how I like to do it. And I will continue to reach out in whatever way I can to be of assistance to you and to all who need help. God knows in West Kingston, our constituency has been abandoned for too long. We need to get it back. We need to bring it back. We are part of the city and we want to become proud again. Thank you so very much. And Collins, thanks to all of the various people who made such meaningful contribution to this program
Definitely.
today. I thoroughly enjoyed it and look forward to being with you next week if it be the will of the Lord. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is gonna slowly wind things down. That's your chairman.
That's my chairman.
All right. That is how we're gonna slowly wind things down on the New Times program today, ladies and gentlemen.
Santa Claus, do you ever come to the ghettos? Santa Claus, do you ever wonder why we suffer so? Santa Claus, will you ever come to the ghettos? Santa Claus, we'd like to see where your reindeers go. All year long we've been beating down crime. How do we survive through all these hard times? We ain't gonna fight, never gonna fuss. Where are the presents that you brought for us? Santa Claus, yeah. Do you ever come to the ghettos? Oh, Santa Claus, do you ever wonder why we suffer so? Poor people wanna know, Mr. Claus, will you ever come to the ghettos? Santa Claus, do you ever wonder why we suffer so? You see you in the papers, you were on TV, giving out presents to some picnic. Wonder what happened to people like we? Is it because we don't have no chimney? Santa Claus, do you ever come to the ghetto? The ghetto youths wanna know, Mr. Claus. Do you ever wonder why we suffer so? Santa Claus, will you ever come to the ghetto? Santa Claus, yeah, Santa Claus. I may say Papa in my ball, send the money in a wallet. Mama she a cry hungry, print pan her forehead. Cousin in my ball say him and poverty married. Him not eat no food from last week. Plus the little pitney them a ball. Santa never bring the sorrel, never bring no present, never bring no barrel. 3 stooges were in a parliament a quarrel. Santa Claus, do you ever come to the ghetto?
And that's where we're going to shut it down for the New Times program today, folks. I was your host, Colin Graham. I want to thank you again for joining us and being a part of the program. We encourage you to listen throughout the rest of the week for the New Times program as we continue to present the message, the plans, and the policies of the New Democratic Party going forward. Until we meet again, as always, may the Most High continue to guide us and protect us all, especially in these trying times.
The North Windward Young Dams says it's time for another barbecue and after party. Going down this Friday, November 29th from 11 a.m. until. Grab your chicken for $15, fish and pork $20 per plate. Caribbean's going 3 for $10. It all goes down at Senator Siobhan John Office Building in Georgetown. Music by DJ Domo and DJ Poncha. This Friday, we're heading to Georgetown for the North Windward Young Dams barbecue and after party. Be there. Brought to you by Karen. It's the way we play.
Solid as a rock.
This Saturday, all roads lead to Hollywood Shops for the final Central Kingstown Season of Reason meeting for the year. Come here from the Kingstown Trio.
Solid as a rock.
The Honorable Daniel Cummins, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, and from Central Kingstown, Major the Honorable Sinclair Leacock.
Solid as a rock.
Along with President of the NDP himself, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. Alongside the NDP's PRO, Laverne King, and the Central Kingstown locals, Igel, Kenny, and Mr. P. Along with your chairman, Bert